Stand out of this courtroom.
Hey! Whoa, whoa, hey! Wow! Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. Do I have a crazy video for you tonight? I'm not even gonna get into what I promote or do anything. I just gotta jump into this video because I wanted to give you a quick update on what is happening. Have you guys seen the video of a young man getting sentenced, not even to a long sentence, and flying over the bench and attacking the judge? Yes, somebody did that. And I can tell you what's gonna happen to this guy. He is f***ed, period. This man is not getting out of prison for a long time. And here's why. First of all, the guy's name is Deobra Redden. He's 30 years old. He is not a virgin to the system. He was in court in Las Vegas in front of a judge named Mary Kay Holthus, who is 62 years old. And that means something because this kid is even charged with attacking a person of elder, which is over 60 in the state of Las Vegas. Well, anyway, this young man was there getting sentenced by this judge for a prior assault of hitting somebody with a baseball bat. Yes, assaulting someone with a baseball bat. He gave his speech, "Oh, Your Honor, I'm rehabilitated, I'm not gonna mess up." And the judge said to him, "Well, I hear what you said, but I'm gonna sentence you to," and she ended up, before she could say the exact full sentence of the number of years or months as they do in prison, in courtrooms, he leaves the podium, flies over the bench. Check this out. You can see it right here. Flies over the bench and starts attacking and beating this judge. Listen, look at the flag flies down. The flag falls down. You can see what's happening. Well, not a smart move, young man. As I tell everybody who's a veteran, which I am, of the court system, you want to mess around? You want to tell someone to go F off? You want to tell someone to go screw themselves, whatever you want to do? You could do it to the prosecutor. Not a good move. You could do it to the arresting cop. You could do it to the police department that arrested you. But don't do it to a judge. Here is why. Because a judge can sentence you to whatever that judge wants. And a judge is not held by any standards per se. Yes, if it's an outlandish sentence, you can appeal that sentence and possibly win that sentence and get reduced. But by the time all that happens, you are screwed as it is. And I'll give you a little quick story on that. I am in court. One time I am in court and a young man is going to get sentenced to 12 to 24 months. Well, he decides to go off on a federal judge. And I mean, "Oh, this is BS, judge. I don't care. You know, I'm getting screwed over and everything else." The judge just listened to him. Said, "Are you done, man? Young man?" The guy goes, "No, this is bullshit. I can't believe I'm being sentenced to this stuff." The judge let him ramble. When he was done, the judge said, 120 months. My eyes blew open. Everybody in the courtroom got silent. 120 months, if you don't know, is 10 years in prison. This young man was going to get sentenced to 12 to 24 months, which is 1 to 2 years. He ends up getting what? He ends up getting 10 years. Let me tell you why it's so important. First of all, when you get over that amount of time at a certain age, you are going to a penitentiary or a high security prison. No more little camp for this guy. He's going to a prison. Now, mind you, he has to appeal the case. He did appeal. He did win. But it took him over 36 months to win his appeal as an excessive sentence. But that guy didn't do what this guy did. Mr. Redden, 30 years old, you are in some shit. First of all, let me give you what they charged him with, which just came out. First count one, attempted murder of a victim 60 and over. Of course, it's a felony. Battery on a protected person, an official like a judge, 60 and over. Substantial bodily harm, of course, a felony. Extortion by threat, another felony, that's count 3. Count 4, intimidating a public official, another felony. Counts 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, battery on an officer. All felonies. Just think of that. All felonies. Count 10, performance to after a neglect of an active duty disregard of a safety of the personnel, property with bodily harm of a person over 60 years old, another felony. Count 11, battery of a protected person. That is a misdemeanor. It's one misdemeanor out of 13 counts. 12, battery by an inmate, another felony. And finally, 13, it's an unlawful act of using bodily fluids on a person of a protected status. And what that means is if you throw feces or you spit on somebody or you do something with any kind of bodily fluid in your body, because they can consider that a deadly weapon, actually, because if you had HIV or any disease, you are now possibly affecting that person. That is another felony, and believe me, they use that one a lot in prison when you try to spit on a guard or something like that. Well, think of that. This young man got 13 charges. Hear what I just said? 13 charges. Now, this man was going to get a sentence of 19 to 48 months on the original charge of baseball bat attempted battery with a baseball, not attempted, baseball bat attack from last year. Now, this young man today, which was Wednesday, January 10th, he went back in front of that same judge, Mary Kay Holthus. Now, Mary Kay Holthus is no rookie judge. To stop the appeal, she actually sentenced him. First of all, he comes into the courtroom. He is bound. He is handcuffed at the waist, like that's almost belly chained, and it's like what they do when you take air transport, or Con Air as it's called. I've been on that 16 times. They had him in a spit mask, and when they sentenced him today, the judge said to him like this: I am doing this sentence, the exact same sentence I would have done and I was about to do before I was attacked. And she gave him the 19 to 48 months, which obviously was a fair sentence in the original case of a battery, a baseball bat attack on another human being. Now, that is not a life sentence. 19 to 48 months, 19 months, that's a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. And that young man could have been up or getting out of prison if the prison system's crowded. Las Vegas is. They want him out. They want to get him out. His first time in jail would have been this time. Well, now I am sorry to say, this idiot is going to prison probably for life. This man is going to get a sentence of, at minimum, 20 years. And I'm going to tell you why. What he did was so egregious and so out there that the court system has to make an example. Otherwise, more of this will happen. Now, you can say what you want, but I had dinner with a sitting judge tonight, actually, a friend of mine, and we discussed this case. And everybody in the country knows about this case, so I had to give my opinion on this case. What do I think should happen to this young man? You know, I never support stupidity. I never support violence against a judge or the police or anything. I never support that. I might not like what people do, but I think there's remedies besides violence. Just like I don't believe the violence should come on their behalf as well. Meaning, I don't think they should take this young man and now beat him and put him in the hole. But let me tell you what's going to happen. This young man, he is going to be sent to the hole. He is going to get a beating. I'm telling you, he's getting a beating. Because everybody in their record, and I only found this out, people, after I was put in a hole and then I was abused from prison to prison because I assaulted. I didn't assault like this guy. I threw a paper shredder at a case manager because she's asking me to tell my friends to rat, and she wouldn't listen to reason on a case that should have been mine, and she's pushing on other people to make me go tell them the rat, which I would never do. Anyway, I rip a phone off the wall. I throw a paper shredder at her. I rip a door off almost the hinges. I go out wanting to fight all the guards. Can't win. They put me in the hole for a long time. I was in the hole for over a year, then transferred back to a penitentiary. And I find out when I get out of prison that why was I abused so much after that? Well, they put in your record, you assaulted a staff member. When you assault a staff member in prison, remember that's going to follow you around. Well, I can guarantee you one thing. Mr. Redden's case, and this happened, is going to follow him around everywhere. And trust me, people, it's not a badge of honor on his part. Hey, yeah, I attacked the judge. I don't give a shit. Yes, you do. Because you're probably not going to see daylight, if ever, for a very, very long time. And I'm guessing 20 plus years with the charges that are here. And the reason they have to do this, they got to make an example of him. Otherwise, you're going to have people doing that all over the place. And you know, it's a shame because I think the disrespect going on in our court systems and against the police and everything has a little bit to do with the January 6th riots. It seems like people don't respect authority anymore. Well, sorry, Mr. Redden. You're going to be the scapegoat, and it was pretty stupid. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this little clip. And please, give me your opinion. What do you think is going to happen to this man? Because I'll tell you what, we're going to find out when he gets in. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. Have a great day, everybody. Please don't make stupid choices like that. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to do something like that. Make good choices, and I'll see you on our next video. Have a great day, everybody.